Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. We're right back where we left off thanks to the nifty pause button, so I'm going to get it going again. So we left off and they were trying to build a little bit of an extension here, and then I need to also start building the offices. I'm going to get straight to that with the foundation. I'm going to make it another separate building, but it's going to be over here by these buildings. So the office is a 4x4 minimum, so I'm going to at least need a 6x6 structure. So I'm going to cancel that, and I'm going to make it in line with this. Make it 6. Let me get a little bit roomier for them. I'll make a 7x7 first office for the warden, because he's the first employee we want to, well, the first staff member besides the workers that we want to get in here. Because he does all the research and stuff. The bureaucracy screen. Because that's where you get like unlocking all the other cool stuff. So they just finished building that. So that's awesome. I don't want to pause. I want to go to objects and install some more doors. So I can have a holding cell maybe? Because how big do I need to make a holding cell? Maybe that's what I was doing there. I think that was what I was doing there. So holding cell is a 5x5. Okay. Yeah, I could do that down there easily. I just need to uninstall that wall. So I could do that in the demolish walls screen. Get all that out, and then I need to go to the objects and dismantle that door. Which is perfect. And then they're getting right away and they're uninstalling the trees, strangely, with that axe, but they're taking care of it. And then I do believe I can sell all the wood if they don't, like, use it for something else. But once they're done uninstalling that wall, I'll get the holding cell in, and then I'll also get finishing on the warden's office. And I'll give him a staff door, central in his room. He deserves a central door. And I think he has a staff key, so he can go through there. Because I don't want just like normal doors around the prison. I want at least something that requires a key to go anywhere. Makes me feel safer about my prison. So install a couple more jail doors there, and then I think I'll just make this whole room a whatchamacallit. Oh, I'm doing it again. It's R to rotate. I apologize. I need to install a toilet as well, but yeah, I'm just gonna make this whole room holding cell. So go to the rooms tab, bada bing, and they'll be like, oh no, you haven't passed this thing, but I just queued up everything I need to actually do the holding cell. So once I do that, that's good. And then I also need to put rooms, because I built the cells, but I also need to assign the actual room to it. So you individually go around, assigning cells to cells. There might be a more efficient way to do this, but this is how I do it, so don't blame me. I think I need to set a door there. I think I missed a door. Yeah, that'd make sense. And I think it's also complaining because there's not a canteen available. So I'm thinking we can get away with making a canteen here, because we need just tables and benches to get a canteen. You know, I'll make him squeeze in real tight. Oh no, I don't. Cancel that. Dismantle? Or can I just right click? Okay, you right click to cancel. Installing benches. And then I can assign that as a canteen once they get that installed. And then I also need to make an attachment so I can get the serving tables in, because the serving tables are pretty huge. And I also need to make the kitchen. So foundations yet again, because I'm just being real sloppy about this, but I'm going to continue going down, I guess. Yeah, that sounds good to me. You know, I'll just extend another $3,000 project down here. And then I'll just put in a door just so it's happy. Staff door. Sure. So we still have like 15 hours and 40 minutes till the prisoners get here. So I feel like we could almost wait for them to come. Maybe. Oh, I also need to get everything installed so I can get this man in his office. So I need to search for office desk. Off takes me right to the office desk. I'll install that there. He also needs a chair. He needs to be able to sit down and do his work. And then lastly, he needs a filing cabinet. It's an arcade cabinet. That's something I don't recognize. And then we'll put his filing cabinet over there. And that should be everything he needs to have a successful office. Oh, no, cancel. Okay. So they're getting all of that installed. And then I want to order them to demolish those walls again, because I'm so wonderful at being an architect. I don't plan it the right way. I just extend the building. So they're demolishing more walls. And then I'm going to need to install a kitchen. And I'm going to need to get the serving tables, because those things are huge. And I forgot about the serving tables. So there would be a table, serving table. No, stop playing RimWorld. It's R in this game. Come on. So you just install one. I think one will do it, but I'm going to install another just to make him happy. And I think that'll be a good initial canteen. And then I also want to install more walls so I can have a good kitchen for these staff members. I mean, not the staff members, for the chefs to work in, so we can get some prisoners some food. I should also assign this to the canteen while it's already there. Canteen. It always escapes me. Canteen. And then I'll extend that all the way down there. That'll make him happy. The serving tables have yet to be installed. Did they get canceled? Possibly. So I could go back. Oh, no. They're just on their way. Okay. They've updated it a little bit, so I'm not exactly up to beat with how they've changed things. So, gonna go back to the objects, and I'm gonna need to put in some kitchen stuff. So that would be like a sink, so they can do whatever they need to do with the sink. I'll put that like right next to the. I'll make this a good kitchen. Put in a couple sinks. And then they need a cooker, I believe it's called. Not like a stove or anything. It's called a cooker. Would you stop that? Oh God, I apologize. This is awful. I need to get used to this game already. I've been playing this for a long time. I should know how to play this game. And then lastly, we need a freezer. A fridge, I mean. We'll install a couple there. And then room, we'll make them a kitchen. We need another staff door here too, so the prisoners can't just walk into the kitchen. Okay, everything's looking good. And then we also need to Hire the warden. Alright. So now we can start working on the bureaucracy tab. Ooh, this is all revamped too. I like the way this looks. So first off, I want... I think finance. I think finance would... No, maybe maintenance? No, I'm going to go finance right away. Finance is what I want. Okay, so things are looking good. Got like the office district over here, which also needs... I need to install more electrical cables, so that's going to extend down. And then we also need to install electrical cables around here. Okay, so that should solve the electrical cable problem, I think. Maybe. I hope. So that'll get installed, and then we also need electrical cables to reach over here and power the warden's office. And things will look good. And then after that, we need to probably just kick up the speed, because I want to get some prisoners in here. So the speed will kick up. I'm going to install some more pipes. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to get away with small pipes down there, am I? Or maybe. I'll test it. I'll test it. See, you think connecting the sewage in the kitchen is a bad idea, but for some reason it works. Why'd I do that there? Need to think about these things. But hopefully, see, it looks like the water pressure is getting there. So they need to get working on all that. Looks like they got all the electrical in. Looks like this is kind of stressing, so maybe we should invest in another capacitor, but those are kind of expensive. So I'm going to hold off on that for right now. So everything's lit up except for the canteen and the kitchen. So I'm going to go back in and we're going to do lights. Let's get a couple lights installed there. And we'll get one light installed over the door of the canteen. Awesome. So everything's looking good. In 8 hours our prisoners will arrive. So we should also consider at this moment hiring some guards. So that'll be $100 a day and $500 like initial. So we can only afford 7 per day, but we can only afford to buy 5 initially. So I think I'm gonna hire like 2 guards, because I think I can get away with like a couple, because that sounds good. So we spent $1,000 on guards, on 2 of them, and that's also getting us down a couple $100 a day, but we also increased a little bit for something. But things are looking good. I don't have a lot of things to do for my workers at the moment. Maybe I'll have them clear trees. Sand? Maybe I could just have them like clear sand for a bit. No, that's cruel. that's really cruel. I'm not gonna do that to them. Not yet, at least. Maybe I'll have them do it like out here. Yeah, they can do it there. They've got time. So this is what this in the corner is like the sleeping hour. So like prisoners would be assigned to be in their cells and they should be sleeping. And then at some time in the morning, they'd wake up, and we'd also have to change up their schedule a little bit. Well, we don't really have to, but we could customize it to make it to our own prison, because, you know, we're really more than the prison architect. We really control everything about this prison. We have all the say in what happens. It's amazing. So it's still night. Prisoners are showing up in 2.5 hours. This is getting exciting. And we have all the cells, because only 8 are arriving, and we have 9 total cells. And then, since we have the warden, I think we can make sure we don't have too many coming in. So we would just send a shit ton at us if I had all available, but if we have filled capacity, it'll make sure it doesn't like overflow my prison. And I'm okay with the ratio of like small on mid-sec, higher on medium-sec. So it's like different like sections of prisoners, and you can eventually change them like manually, but for now you can only like request a certain amount, and that's like through that ratios tab. So in 5 minutes, here they come. Here comes our prisoners. Ooh, here comes the prison bus. Alright. We don't really have much on security besides the 2 security guards, but oh well. Oh, I never put in a light in the warden's office. I'm so sorry, warden. You know, that was really bad of me. I got power to his office, but then I never gave him a light. So here come the prisoners. So, first one, Adam Totham, 42. Chuck Breezy, 39. Matthew Wallace. Apparently he's strong. Simon Godwin. Andrew Finley. Warren Keeville. Dan Dillon. And Wade McWilliams. You got quite the arrangement of prisoners here. And it seems they're not running away, which is good. I'm glad they're not running away, because I don't really have any fences installed to keep them from running away at this point. Like this guy could just go whoop, and I'd lose him forever. But I think they know to stand still and get what's coming to them. So all of them will get individually put into their prison cells, and then that is where they will stay. And then we also need to hire chefs. I also need to do that, because you need a chef, you know, to get shit rolling in the kitchen. You can't just have an empty kitchen. So that takes care of everything initially. That's taking care of everything the prisoners need at all times. So they have free time for a little bit. They've got eat in like, whoa, they eat at like 1 o'clock. They only have 2 meals a day. See, I will change that up eventually, but for right now, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. So, chef is delivering stuff to the kitchen. Gave them a lot of space to work. Gave them 2 of each so they could get shit done. All of it's powered. All of it has stuff to do. And it seems like they're not preparing anything. And all of my prisoners are currently in the dark, because I have the fog of war, and I can't see whenever none of my employees are around. So if it's just prisoners, I'm a little blind. So I'm going to have to hire probably a couple more guards. But I will do that next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later, guys.